Hello friends, this is Ravi again. I have unmuted myself and I am sharing my screen as well. Please confirm if you are able to hear me and see my screen. Thank you so much. I can see the confirmation notes. So it is good time to get started. We have a good quorum and we can begin the conversation. So this is ACE-PMP examination in 2020 webinar series organized by RX Agile. Let me tell you how this webinar series got conceived. Many of you who is attending the webinar may know that sometime back I started Ask a Question initiative, and the intent of that initiative was helping PMP aspirants with the queries they may have about the examination, about its process, or any concepts they find difficult to grasp. So I received a fairly good response and received a lot of questions. So then I thought, instead of answering those questions over Facebook, LinkedIn, or even through email, why not to set up a webinar series and publish those recordings such that these recordings can be distributed to the community at large and many others can benefit. So with this intent, this webinar series came into existence. So I have set up 4 webinars in this series, and today I would be starting the first webinar. Know everything about the online PMP examination. So as the title suggests, this webinar will provide you information about the recently launched online proctored PMP examination by PMI. So this is what we are going to cover. Before we get into the conversation, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Ravi Kumar. As I said, I'm the host and speaker in this webinar series, and I have around 20 years of experience in various domains, beginning from strategic management, product development, new product introduction, as well as operations management. At RX Agile, my former title is Chief Product Manager or Chief Product Architect, where I'm responsible for product development and its overall strategy. And I also lead the project management and agile practice for RX Agile. To know more about our training programs and services, kindly visit www.rxagile.com. As far as my professional credentials are concerned, I hold 3 certifications from PMI, namely PGMP, PMP, and PMICP. I'm a professional Scrum product owner, a certified agile coach, and a Kanban management practitioner. I'm an active SPC, say program consultant, and I'm a PMO CP credential holder. So I consult in the space of PMO setup as well. So that's about my professional background. Let's move forward with identifying some ground rules for this webinar. Kindly switch off your video so that we can conserve the bandwidth. Post your questions in the chat box. Feel free to post. I would be taking up those questions either during the webinar or maybe towards the end of the webinar. Use your mic when required. So you have full controls on your mic. If you want to talk to me, kindly unmute yourself. Only request is unmute yourself if you feel there is really need to talk. Otherwise, uh, sending the questions in the chat box would serve the purpose. And lastly, recording of the webinar will be made available to all the registered participants. And these webinars recordings you can access from our YouTube channel as well as the Facebook page. So all the registered participants will receive a notification shortly. All right. So I'm formally welcoming all of you to this webinar, and let's get started with the agenda, what we are going to discuss. So the first point would be introduction to online PMP examination. I will give you a fair level of understanding how it started. Then the second point would be online PMP exam environment walkthrough. Okay, so I will actually show you how you will experience the online PMP examination. Then the next point is answers to frequently asked question about online PMP examination. So what I'm going to do here is, out of the several questions I received in Ask a Question initiative, some of the questions were about this online PMP examination. So I have pulled out those questions and have answered those questions upfront in this webinar. And lastly, we would discuss other aspects of online PMP examination. And of course, while before we close, there would be an open QA session. You can ask any questions you may have, and I will try answering them to the best of my abilities. So this is how the webinar will run approximately for an hour or so. So let's begin. So on the device screen, you can now see the official notification or press release from PMI. It reads like PMI and Pearson VUE now offers online testing option for project management professional certification examination. This notification was published on 16th April 2020, where PMI announced that Pearson VU's OnView online proctored software is the official partner for conducting PMI PMP examination online. So more about this platform I'm going to discuss now. So as I just said, on view, I do not know how to pronounce this, whether it is on VUE or on view, but for the purpose of understanding, I'm calling it as on view. So this on view is the platform or software of Pearson, which PMI would be using for this proctored examination. So what this proctored examination is, what exactly it does, it's gonna follow in just few minutes. Kindly bear with me. Okay, another thing you need to know is this is PMI's exam page on Pearson. You can see the hyperlink home.pearsonvuv.com oblique or slash PMI. So this is the PMI examination page available on Pearson website. So this is the place from where examination will begin. On the right hand side, you can see a widget with the logo of PMI and a login button. So once you log in the button, you can start your examination. Of course, understanding is you have booked the examination, you have scheduled the examination. Okay. So there are two parts to this entire story. One is scheduling the examination, another is writing the examination. As far as scheduling part is concerned, I'm going to discuss all the aspects of scheduling examination in another webinar, which is happening in next couple of days. In this webinar, I would be discussing more about the writing part of the experience. I would be actually talking about the experience you will get when you start the online PMP examination. So let's focus here. But to put things into perspective, here is what needs to be done until scheduling. Number one, you need to submit your online application that you can do through your online account with PMI. Second is your application needs to be approved by PMI. Once it is approved, you need to pay the examination fee. You can do it again through your online PMI account. And lastly, you can schedule the examination again through your online PMI account. All right. So these are the four steps as far as scheduling is concerned. Now let's start discussing what about the online experience of the PMP examination, which would be conducted through OnView platform. So this platform has some inbuilt powerful capabilities. So one of the capabilities face matching. It has a webcam based technology so that it matches your face with the ID proof you have submitted. Okay. ID verification, it can also verify your identity proof. There is a capability of session monitoring, and session monitoring means this PMI examination is 4 hours long. So throughout this 4 hour duration, invigilator, a supervisor, which we call it as an online proctor, would be monitoring your computer screen as well as the environment or the room or the workspace from where you are taking the examination. The OnView platform will also have a browser lockdown capability. It means when you start the online PMP examination, the only thing you can do on your computer is use your browser where PMP examination is happening. You won't be able to use any of the window of the browser or you won't be able to use any drive of your computer or laptop. And of course, the entire examination will be recorded. So these are very powerful feature of on view. It's a very good digital transformation done by PMI, so that the need of going to the physical test center can now be erased, or it can be minimized. So feel free to take this examination from home. So in the next part of the webinar, I will take you through the experience you are going to get when you start the online PMP examination. So this is the page you will see when you start your examination. So you can start your examination by logging through your PMI account. How to do that, I will show you towards the end. There is one screen I have created for you. But at this moment, let's assume that you have logged into your PMI account. You have seen start the examination link. You have clicked that start the examination link, and you are landed on this page. So here is begin examination button. So start this. So once you start click the begin examination, right, you will see a file getting downloaded on the examination. So this is the PMI, sorry, not PMI, Pearson OnView software file. So click that file and it will ask you to install the software. To install that software, it will take less than a minute. Once you install that software, you will see this screen to do a system check, and you can see a access code there. Kindly copy that access code. Okay. So once you copy that access code, the next screen that will appear on your screen on your computer or laptop is enter your unique access code and phone number. So I have entered the unique access code and phone number also I have entered. So click next. So once you click next, your check-in process will begin. And this check-in process would be done on 5 attributes or 5 parameters. System check, your picture, the photo identification, workspace verification, and about all the applications those are running on your laptop. And you also need to confirm that you are over 18 years of age. Once all these things are done, click get started. So the first thing is about your system check. So this software will check the quality of your microphone, internet speed, and webcam feed. So it will take less than a minute, and once this testing is done, you should be able to see this kind of a report. In my case, the webcam is properly set up, the microphone is good, and the internet speed is also good enough to conduct the online examination. So let's click next button, and it will take you through the next check-in formalities, which is about your picture, photo identification, and workspace verification. So for this verification, you can do a text message on your mobile phone. So rest of the verification will happen from your mobile phone. All right. So tick that you want to receive a text message on your mobile phone and press the next button. So this is how you will get a message on your mobile. Click the link https something something to enter your information. So let's click that link and it will take you through a mobile web page of OnView. So the first step is uploading your photo. Now your webcam, not webcam, your mobile camera should start once you click take your photo button. So this is how you can click your photo and ensure that it is in correct orientation. Once you ensure that it is in correct orientation, click continue. So once you click continue, it will ask you to upload your identification proof. So for all practical purpose, I always tell my students that use your passport. Okay, so I have chosen passport, and then it will ask you select an issuing authority. So here is the drop down menu. Choose your country of origin, that is the country who has issued the passport. Once you do that, it will take you to the next screen and ask you to take a photo of your passport. Okay, so take the photo. For the purpose of security purpose, I have hidden my passport here and I have shown my photo instead. Okay, so click continue, And now it will ask you to demonstrate that your workspace is properly set up to conduct the examination. Okay, so if you click this, you will see that it will ask you to upload photos of the front side, the back side, the left side and right side of the workspace from where you are taking the examination. All right, you can see the view on the screen as well. So let's begin uploading those photos. So when you are uploading the photos, it will take a few seconds and all the photos would eventually be uploaded. So your photo uploadation is completed. So if I'm taking you back to the original screen, so your photo, picture, and identification and work space verification is now completed. Okay. The moment it is completed, you will be seeing this screen. Please wait, your exam will start shortly. So again, to summarize, your photo verification, address proof, and verification testing has been done. So now your actual PMP examination will begin. So what next? Once you see this screen, your exam would be monitored by a proctor throughout the examination. What does this mean? Many of you may think that now that I have uploaded the photos, I would be able to start my examination from any other workspace. So that is not right. Before you start the examination, your proctor will ask you to show the entire workspace, the room from where you are taking the examination. The proctor will definitely ask you to show your desk where your computer would be placed. The proctor will ask you to show you all the walls, including the ceiling, okay, as well as including the space below your computer table, to ensure that there is no exam related material nearby, your mobile phone is away, and the walls are free from any material that can help you in the examination. So all these checks the proctor will do before you can actually take up your first question. So please take a note of this uh, security, or what I would say, yeah, security check process. All right. One another important thing you need to know is that there is an inbuilt whiteboard feature in this Pearson OnView software. Many people has posted this question on several forums that in the center-based examination, they get pieces of paper along with pencils to do some scribbling work, to do some rough work, especially formula-related question work. How do they do on the online examination? So this is the answer. You have a whiteboard which has several features including pen, highlighting, coloring, zooming, unzooming. So this you can use as your uh, paper pencil option. Okay, so feel free to do all the rough work using this whiteboard feature. Okay, a quick about online proctored versus center-based testing. So many people ask this question, why they should take a center-based testing, or why they should take an online proctor testing. Okay, so there are certain advantages and disadvantages. I'm sure they are pretty evident, but I'm just covering here because these questions were also asked. So if you choose to take an online proctored test, right, of course, there is a high level of convenience. You can take it from home. But if you choose to take a center-based examination, you definitely need to travel to the test center. Okay, so do factor in the traffic and the transit time. To take an online proctor test, the important thing is having a reliable internet connection. Okay, so if your internet connection is bad, it may screw up your examination and it can cost you your examination fee. You may have to retake the examination. All right. But if you are doing a center-based testing, all these things are taken care by the test center. They are better equipped as far as this internet and stability issues are concerned. Regarding this online proctor examination, no case study is available in case of connection failure, so we do not know much about it. But as far as the test centers are concerned, they are well equipped to handle such emergencies. So of course there is a little bit of there may be a little bit of operation here, but I must tell you, if you are confident about your internet connection and there is a good backup of power in case there is a power failure and you can take the examination for consistent 4 hours, I don't see a reason why you should not be opting for online proctored examination. Please do that. Okay. So now that I have given you a fair understanding how this online PMP examination will work, let me now discuss some of the questions I received from this Ask a Question initiative. So I'm covering them here. So one question I discussed, I received certain requests. Can someone write exam on behalf of me? There is one word answer to this: no. No one else can write examination on behalf of you. And I hope you must have understood why. Because it is 100% proctored examination and all security checks are inbuilt to ensure that nobody writes examination for somebody else. All right. One more question I received: is the exam available 24 by 7? That's a good question. So let me answer you. The test is conducted in business hours. However, the support for scheduling the exam is available 24 by 7. You need to first book an exam date and time. This is not an on-demand exam. This means that even though this is an online examination which you can take at your own convenience, you need to schedule this examination well in advance so that a proctor can be made available. Okay. This is not an on-demand examination, meaning this is not like an YouTube channel that you log into YouTube channel and watch any movie which is available on their servers. No, this is not an on-demand exam. This is an online examination. It requires pre-scheduling. All right. So please take a note of it. Another question I received is the online PMP exam available in parts of the world? Yes, this examination is available in all parts of the world except these countries. So PMP online exam is not available in following countries, namely Cuba, Iran, Sudan, North Korea, mainland China, Japan, South Korea, and Slovenia. You will have to either opt for a paper-based examination or you will have to opt for a center-based examination. So kindly check with the testing authority, that is Pearson PUE, what are the local laws and regulations to take examination there. Okay, but for rest of the countries, you can choose to take the examination in online mode. All right, another question which I received: I have already booked center-based exam. Can I switch to online PMP examination? Answer is yes. Please log into your PMI account and initiate rescheduling process. To switch to online exam, you first need to cancel the center-based exam. PMI has waived off rescheduling charges until 1st July 2020. So again, to summarize, answer is yes. If you are someone who has already booked the center-based examination, you first need to cancel your examination, and there are no charges available for cancellation until 1st July 2020. And then you can opt rebook that examination as online. Okay, so that is very, very possible. Simple steps. Follow your steps by logging through your PMI account. One more question. What is the role of online proctor? I actually briefly explained to you what is the role of online proctor, but let me take it again. So online proctor can do following things. Check the place you are taking the examination for. Continually monitor your screen during the exam period and report any violations of online exam terms and conditions. So everything the proctor can do. So in simple words, once you start the examination, your proctor would be monitoring your exam screen continually, and he would be or she would be monitoring your movements in the workspace to ensure that no unlawful measures has been taken by the candidate. Okay. One more question. I booked the online PMP exam but not able to see any exam link. All right. So this is a question. Okay. So here is the answer. The exam link is activated only 30 minutes before the scheduled exam date time. To start the exam, follow the following step. Okay, so go to your pmi.org website, go to the certification tab, click on apply now. Now you will see the certification overview page where you will see PMP examination is listed, and before 30 minutes click on, you will see begin exam button. So click on this begin exam button, and then rest of the process will follow, which I explained you some time ago at the beginning of the webinar. So this is how you can access the examination. Another important points, a few important points you need to note. The new exam has a built-in 10 minutes break. So you can now take a break. So there would be two parts of the examination. We can call it as part 1 and part 2. While there is not enough guidance available about what this part 1 and part 2 means, but my personal understanding about this is the 200 question would be split into 100 question each. So in the first part, you can take the 100 question. In the another part, you can take the 100 question, and there is an inbuilt 10 minutes break so that you can refresh yourself. You are supposed to submit the first part of the exam before beginning the break. So this is mandatory. You have to submit the first part and then the break begins. Okay, but you can choose to take the break or you can choose not to take the break. Choice is yours. You won't be able to revisit the submitted question after resuming the exam post 10-minute break. So please understand this. Okay. So once you have submitted your first part of the examination, those questions are submitted. You cannot go back and revisit or review or change your answers submitted to that. Okay. So please ensure you understand these important points. So with this, I have covered all the questions which I received through registration or through Ask a Question initiative. So now I am opening up for the question answer session. Kindly post your question in the chat box and I will take them up. I'm waiting. Nilima has asked a question. Is the exam fee same for center-based and online examination? Answer is yes, Nilima. So whether you are taking a center-based examination or online examination, the fees are the same. Okay. One question coming up here. Can I take the examination? Sorry, I got muted by mistake. So a question here, can I take the examination post office hours? Okay, I think you need to talk to Pearson. I'm sure there are extended hours of the examination, but as I told you, the exam is conducted during the official business hours. So just check with that. Okay. How difficult is PMP online examination? This is a question from Robin. So Robin, let me tell you, as far as the difficulty level is concerned, it has to be same what you see in center-based examination and what you see in the online examination. So that difficulty level has not changed. Can I reschedule the online examination? So this question is coming from Ahmed. So yes, Ahmed, you can reschedule the online examination. PMI has waived off all rescheduling charges until 1st July 2020. So if you are doing before that or during this window, no charges. After that, charges apply. One more question. I'm not able to see the name. It says that which is better, center based or online? So Okay, one question here, it's been asked, which exam is better, center based or online? So let me tell you, there is no clear cut answer to this. Choice is yours. It's more about the convenience. One more question coming from Paul. Paul is asking, is the 10-minute break mandatory? No, the 10-minute break is not mandatory. It is up to you whether you want to avail it or not. All right, the other questions I'm seeing on the same lines, and I'm sure that the answers to these questions I have given when I was answering some other question. Anyways, what I'll do is that I will take this chat log and I will see that if there are some other questions which are unanswered, I will post them in the video description on the YouTube channel as well as the Facebook page. So it appears to me that we are uh, inching closer towards the end point of the webinar. So with that note, let me give you a quick summary of what you are expecting next. So there are a few other webinars coming up on 11, 12, 13 and 14. So do join those webinars if you want to know more about it, and the notifications would be sent out to you anyways by tomorrow morning. So with that note, let me thank all of you for attending this webinar, and I would be seeing you again tomorrow in the next webinar, the second webinar of this series. Thank you so much. I'm closing the webinar now. Have a great time, and again, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.